Hey guys, wanted to go over this really fast with you. Like, what is the fastest way to make $1 million profit in a real estate deal? So, first thing you need to do is you know that you need to invest money in a multifamily deal, investing in a multifamily real estate deal. And for simple math, I'm going to show you guys really quickly how this works. You want roughly about 20 units, and you're just going to raise the rents by $250 per unit. That's it. So if you were to go and invest in a multifamily property, buy a multifamily deal, multi for that, a 20 unit deal, you increase the rents by $250 a unit, and you're in a market that's a six cap, that right there will give you $1 million profit in your deal. $1 million. That's what you want. So when you know that going in the door, it shrinks down what you're looking at. First, you want to be in a market that the properties are nice, where you know that you're going to get a $250 rent bump, whether you're going to have the property for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, whatever, or you're going to buy a property that maybe the owner's not raised the rents in there, and you know that you're buying the deal for $250. The rents are $250 less than the market or your competitors around the property. So you already know that going in the door. But if you know that this is the math, you want to make $1 million profit, you know you need at least 20 units, you're going to raise the rest $250. Now, you're going to have to raise the rest $250 and then keep that property, do that over 12 months. That value of that property, the profit over and above what you paid for it, will always work out to be $1 million. And I'll show you what that is. So just go to your calculator. And some people are like, oh, it's got to be harder than that. It's not. It really isn't. If you keep this in your head and you keep everything simple, then it forces you to take a look at the right things and say no to the wrong things. So the way that I do it is I take $1 million, right? You go $1 million on your calculator. You're going to take that and you're going to times that by the cap rate in this situation, whatever the return is. If you're in a cap rate market, like I'm in California, there is no six caps. There's five caps, 4.75 cap, all that. But for this purpose, we're going to use a six. Let's say you're going to get it. I think you can probably get a 20 unit for a six cap. So you're going to times that by 6%. That gives you $60,000. That should be what that property, the returns on 6% on $1 million is for. And again, that's over 12 months. You're going to divide that by 12 months. It gives you $5,000 per month. Then you're just going to divide that by the number of units. That's $250. Okay. So just knowing that, and that math works down if you want to make $1 million profit, or if you're going to say, look, we have 20 units. If we increase 20 units by $250, that gives you $5,000 times 12 months because everything's annualized. That's $60,000 in new income that you would be able to generate off of those units. You divide that by a 6% cap rate, that gives you $1 million. Again, that's $1 million profit figuring out going down, and that's $1 million profit taken by the units, and like how much do I have to raise them, and that hits you going up. So that is the fastest way that I know about how to make $1 million profit in a multifamily deal. 20 units, increase them by $250 in a six cap rate market, gives you $1 million. Boom! Don't sleep on that. That is going to be the fastest way you're going to make $1 million profit for you. And if you have investors and you want to split that, you want a million and you want to give them a million, you would just increase this. You would now know that you need to raise the rents by $500 at that property. And can you do that? It's either below market rent at 500 bucks and you're gonna have to wait till people move out and you're gonna fix it, make it nice, and then bump the rents, or you already know that it's $500 below and you're gonna let that ride up because you understand you're gonna grab that natural inflation on the rents, right? That progression. And on a 20 unit, you may or may not be able to do that. Ain't no pool at a 20 unit. There's not going to be like additional income other than like pets, and maybe there's a vending machine, or maybe you're in a great area near the beach. That's how you're going to do that. But this is simple. If you did 500 bucks, you would double that. You'd make 2 million profit. And then that'd be one for you, one for your partners. Boom. That's how I do it. Anyways, I hope that helps you guys. That is the fastest way to make $1 million profit in a deal. Don't sleep on that. Make sure you go do it.